Hello everyone, welcome to KD Doll Gallery. Today our topic is doll softness. What exactly counts as soft and what counts as firm? What are the pros and cons of a firmer feel? And what about one that's very soft? In today's video, I will use a tool to give you the hard numbers. Then, I'll compare it to everyday objects you can touch as a reference. This way, you'll get a clear idea of what different softness values actually feel like. Alright, let's get right into it. As you can see, there are some balloons on the table. These are our softness reference objects. We measured dolls from different brands and got the following data. For example, for the chest area, the firmest one we measured was around 12.8. The softest reached an amazing 2.5. On average, the chest softness value is around 6.8. So how soft are these numbers exactly? Let's use the balloons for example. You can see, this tiny balloon, with just a light touch, already reads 2.5. You can try it yourself. Take a normal-sized balloon, inflate it just a little bit, only to this small size, and give it a squeeze. That's what a softness of 2.5 feels like. And the entire chest area is that soft, for a value around 12, which is a relatively firmer chest. The softness is about like this. If you blow up a balloon to about this size and grab it, that's the feeling of a 12. I actually tested the softness value of each balloon. So a relatively firmer chest feels roughly like this. Actually, I think it's fine. While a softer chest offers great feedback and visual impact during interaction. On the other hand, over long periods of storage, it might be more likely to sagging or deformation. A relatively firmer chest, first of all, isn't actually hard. It's just less soft by comparison. It's generally less likely to sag or deform. At the same time, it provides a completely different feel. Here's a tip for you. Generally speaking, a chest with a lower softness value is less prone to sagging and deformation, and vice versa. Of course, this isn't an absolute rule. Now, many manufacturers have developed new technologies that maintain good softness while also being more resistant to deformation. Next up, let's measure the waist. As you know, the softness isn't exactly the same across different parts of a doll's body, due to different materials used and significant differences in manufacturing techniques between brands. So, the softness of the waist area really shows a manufacturer's capability. Based on our measurements, the firmest was around 35, and the softest could reach as low as 8.4. On average, it's about 16. The number 16 is actually the rough average I got after measuring many dolls across various body parts. Given the current industry's technical level, the average is around 16. A value of 16 roughly corresponds to this size of balloon you see on screen now. It's still quite soft, with some elasticity too. The softest, 8, feels like this. And the firmest, 35. I inflated this balloon to its maximum and pressed down hard on it, but still couldn't reach that number. The highest I could get was only around 25. So you can imagine, a softness of 35 is about twice as firm as this balloon in my hand. Next, data for the arms. We tested one doll with a particularly high value, 38.5. The softest was 13.2. On average, it's about 21. Because the silicone in this area, due to the arm structure, is generally thinner. So when testing, I tried to find a fleshier spot to measure. And this was the result. Imagine, it's roughly like inflating a balloon to its limit and then gripping it hard. I feel like it takes some effort to squeeze. So, a feel that's too high in number, meaning too firm, isn't really my preference. What does 13 feel like? It's about like this balloon. Apply a bit of pressure to get that reading. Next, let's measure the legs. The firmest we measured was 28.2. The softest was 6.9. That's a 4 times difference. It's pretty extreme. So, there's still a gap in craftsmanship between different manufacturers. The average leg measurement came out to about 17. That corresponds to a balloon of this size. Apply force to squeeze it. The firmest value, 28.2, equals the softness of this large balloon. And the softest, 6.9, as mentioned earlier. is roughly equal to this smallest balloon. So that's our simple little measurement and comparison. We've shared all the data with you. This is a small experiment we conducted ourselves. We didn't measure every single brand and every doll in the industry, but I believe our sample should represent the majority of cases. After all, we've shot many videos and handled a lot of dolls. In future unboxing videos, when discussing softness, I'll let you know the specific numbers. Combined with what you learned in this video, you'll be able to understand exactly how soft the doll is. This will help you all get a more direct feel for the dolls we feature. At the same time, I want to emphasize again, a doll isn't necessarily better just because it's softer. As I mentioned earlier, while high softness feels great, it often comes with downsides like more oil seepage and a higher risk of damage. A doll with lower softness might feel less impressive, but overall, it tends to be more durable. So when choosing a doll, please be sure to select the softness level based on your actual needs. Alright, that's all for this video. If there's anything else you'd like to see, or if you have good suggestions for our channel, please let us know in the comments. Remember to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.